Hey YouTube, this is Fix It with Biscuit here. What we got on the bench here today is a M-49 Ithaca. It is a 22 lever action. It is a single shot, and I picked this up a while back at a garage sale for my son, and the guy said it works fine and shoots, not a problem. And so I bought it, and it was really cheap. But there is a problem with it that he didn't tell me, and it's, at this point in time, it is a dangerous gun. I would never let my kid shoot this gun until I fix it. And I'm going to take it apart here to see exactly what's wrong with it, and I don't know yet, other than the fact that when you go to cock the hammer back, it won't stay back unless the trigger here, it just dangles. No, I don't know. It just dangles. And I'm assuming that the trigger spring is bad or something. I'm not sure exactly, because when you cock it back and you hold the trigger forward, holds the trigger just so nicely, but when you just barely bump it, and I mean barely, it goes off. I mean, that is a hair trigger. I mean, that's probably not even a pound, and that is just too dangerous. Yeah, if you see that, and I'll just push on the hammer back a little bit, the trigger just falls. And that's just not safe for any kid or actually an adult. I wouldn't rely on this rifle at all at this point in time. So, yeah, let's take it apart here and see what we can find out. We drive them out this side. We get a block of wood here to put under there, and this breech here, this whole block here, does not come apart in two pieces. This is one solid block. And there's nothing in here that I can see that goes for this rifle to... Oh, there's a spring, but I don't think that has anything to do with... I'm not even so sure that that spring was supposed to be where it is. That was in there. Anyways, let's set the gun over here, because I think what our problem is in here. Yes. This here, and let's see if we can get this real close to the camera. Come on, focus. Anyways, this got on camera. You see that little nub sticking up right there? That little nub, when I take apart this gun, that's the trigger spring, actually. I've seen this before on rifles like this. Inside here, there's supposed to be a spring, down in this section, and then this is, for all intents and purposes, basically the same thing as one of these rods here, and it pushes out with the spring, and it pushes on the back of this trigger and pushes it to where it's got constant tension on it, and it's stuck in there. So I don't know if the person that I bought this from if this spring actually that fell out of the gun goes in here and they just didn't know where it went and put it inside the gun wherever it fell out, or if that's actually a piece that goes inside. But I do know that this is not supposed to stay in there like that. So let's try to... And it's been sanded on this side. Looks like they've tried to get it out. Let's see if we can hook it and push it out. No. That is interesting. Yeah, there's a groove in here there where this pin, is it? No, it's this pin. This pin sits in here like so, and it goes in. And this pin that's in here is notched. It's got a section cut out in the middle of it, that square section, so that it can come out only so far, so when it's in the gun. But when you take this pin out of the gun to take this out of the gun, this pin right here should come completely out, and the spring should come out too. And it's not allowing that to happen. And I have to figure out how to get that out of there. I don't know if I'm going to... I can't drill a hole through the back here, because if I drill a hole through the back, then the spring will come out and it'll never have any retention. I guess I could drill a hole, and I might actually, that's what I can do. I think this is just steel. Where's my magnets? What did I do? There's my magnets. Oh yeah, they're just steel. Actually, I can drill a hole back here, and that's probably what I'll end up doing, is just drilling a small hole to where I can take the end of maybe a punch or something and drive it out. And then what I'll do is I will just weld that hole and grind it back down. So let's see, let me make a mark here and get a drill bit and start drilling, I guess. So alright, I went ahead and used a punch and made a mark here in the back. So now we're going to go ahead and take the drill and drill into it the best I can. I really, really wish I had a drill press, but that's okay. You make do with what you got, and let's get into it. Alright, felt like I hit something. Yep, there's a spring in there. Now I just gotta come up with something small enough. Because I really don't want to drill that out all the way real big. So if I can... I don't know that I have anything that small. Oh, there we go. Hey, look at that. Good old dentistry tools that I bought at Harbor Freight. Knew they'd come in handy for something. Yeah, there we go. Just pushed it right up. Okay, maybe they're... yeah, there's a spring in there. There we are. There's the spring. So, okay. On further inspection here, I think I see what the problem is, actually. It's bent. Come on now. Yeah, you can see that it's bent. So let's go ahead and try straightening it and seeing if we can fix it. Oh, I don't think this block of wood will work, but we'll give it a shot first. And yeah, I didn't think so. So let me grab something and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we just grabbed a socket here and set that pin up there. See if we can't, you know, this pin actually looks cracked in some spots, so it may break actually. So it's straighter. Where I wish. Try clamping onto it with a pair of pliers. And that's pretty straight. Let's set it in there, and yeah, I just don't know about that. So I think what we're gonna do is clean up, and I don't think it's just this. I think part of this might be oblonged, which the hole looks like it's oblong. So we're gonna take a drill bit and just clean up anything in there with just my hand and see what we get, see if that makes a difference. Well, it made some, except for we pushed it all the way in again. But it's making some difference. So just bent a little more than I like, but we don't want to take off really that much material inside there. We just want to make it nice and smooth. And really this thing shouldn't hang up at all, going in and out. And it really only needs to go in about that far. So let's see, why is it? Just a wee bit oblong. Get out of here, Bubby. Let's try to straighten that out just a little bit more. Oh. Got ahead of myself. There we go. You gotta be careful when you're doing stuff like that so you don't... Oh, there we go. Look at that. I think that's gonna be perfect, pretty much. Let's drop that spring in there. Set that. And, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. We're cooking with gas now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this gun back together real quick, and we'll be back after I get it back together and see if it worked. Alrighty there. Yeah, that seemed to do the trick there. I mean, there she is, just as easy as can be. She doesn't dangle anymore. She's got a nice steady pressure. It's still a really light trigger, but that's not, you have to pull it, you know. Now, it's not a bump. Yeah. So I would, it used to be that when you just open and slam it down or whatever, it'd just go off. The hammer would drop. And now I would say it's a workable, usable firearm. And we'll make a video of it shooting next time we're out shooting. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Stay tuned.